Hello and welcome back to the only BBC you're ever going to need. It's the Blackford Book Club. Episode 24 is also part 10 from my August self-published book, The Spirit of Cricket. And if you turn to page 131 of your personalised copies, you will see a chapter entitled Ashes Summer Musings Volume 6, Pyjama Cricket Through a Black Mirror. Saturday the 1st of July 2023, Part 2. It was a little past 7 p.m. and with the dust settling at Lord's in London after a wonderful fourth day's play in the men's Ashes that sees Australia on the brink of a dominating victory, we crossed to Edgbaston in Birmingham for the second match in the ladies' Ashes. In our delayed absence, the visitors had won the toss, inserted their hosts into bat, and 9 overs into their 20-over stint with the willow, England were 58 for 3, with Sophia Dunkley an impressive 35 not out. The 24-year-old from Lambeth in South London would ultimately reach her half-century from just 42 balls received before falling shortly thereafter for a very well-played 56 from 48 balls, before then watching her wicket-keeper Amy Jones rattle 40 quick-fire runs from just 21 balls received as England set the Australian visitors 154 runs for victory. During the brief changeover between innings, I mused on the hours of cricket I'd already watched so far today. I was approaching my 9th hour with still another hour and a half to go at least, and thoughts turned, as they always do when watching cricket, to my dear old mum and the pyjama cricket she'd call the one-day version, memories of first seeing this colourful alternative in the early 1980s, but, more memorably, on England's 1987 Ashes triumph down under, as well as the controversy-laden 1992 World Cup, when I first purchased an official light blue England one-day jersey. My dad's favourite player, Imran Khan, broke my heart in the final as he led his Pakistan team to World Cup glory, but 3 decades on, the ladies' game has continued to change radically beyond recognition, with now an almost full house in Birmingham loudly cheering on the now darker blue and red of England against the pleasingly green and gold of Australia. With the English weather now returned to a more seasonal mix of summertime daylight and colder spring-like temperatures, I've hunkered down and away from my adventures beside the canals and rivers of central England, and in the absence of any new films worth my late night time, I've disappeared back into the dystopian world of Charlie Brooker and the black mirror he pertinently shines on the upside down world around us. It's hard to believe that a decade has now passed since I first became hooked on Brooker's alternate reality and the ever-increasing merger with the machines that now, a decade on, largely control so many aspects of our lives as to be wholly forgotten about in an ever-quickening pace of life that sees these digital gadgets, dystopian or otherwise, ruling our lives. From the apparently apocryphal story of a British Prime Minister and a pig's head, Brooker blends the real with the unreal, the imagined to the unimaginable, and of people cycling for digital credits, being constantly credit scored in their social performance, or living with a robot replacement for a dearly departed member of the family. Everything is up for grabs as a dark mirror is shone on our digital merger, life after death, synthetic and simulated lives, or, as in the case of the latest season, 5 episodes ranging from being the unwilling participant in a live broadcast of the entire world, through alternate universes in the late 1960s and 1970s, before one of the weaker episodes to date explodes in a fury under a full moon and the howling of a werewolf. Thankfully, thoughts returned to Australia's run chase, and the ladies in green and gold had 29-year-old opening batter Beth Mooney to thank for their 4-wicket victory, as well as a little cricketing luck as the game went all the way to the second to last ball of the entire match. Mooney anchored the innings from the beginning. She effectively closed it too with a magnificent 61 not out from just 47 balls received. The world champions had a blip though, when with victory in sight they lost the wickets of Ashley Gardner, Grace Harris and Elise Perry for just 10 runs, and Sarah Glenn of England was frustratingly left dangling on the precipice of an Ashes hat-trick too. England pushed their visitors all the way to the second to last ball, but as Mooney remained not out, Annabelle Sutherland crashed 2 quick boundary falls and 4 runs later, the Aussies had their second Ashes victory in succession, the second in a series of 7 games, and now an almost unbeatable series lead already, winning by 6 points to 0. These cricketing ladies will cross batting swords once more on Wednesday at the Oval, and quite simply England have to win every one of the 5 matches remaining in the series. With the men's team's heavy Heavy favourites entering day 5 tomorrow. The spectre looms of both teams having identical 2-0 leads in their respective series and in essence in almost unbeatable positions. Black Mirror? More like Bleak Mirror if you're an England fan. I'm off to howl at a full moon. So there we have yet another episode from the Blackfoot Book Club, and I do thank you for watching. There'll be links below if you can support me or purchase the book and poke the eye of the bear and the traditional publishers who refuse to read my manuscript. If you could like and subscribe, that would be fantastic too. But I do thank you for watching, and I leave you in peace and in solidarity. And I thank you once again for watching.